You may have the impression that Darius was nothing but a violent conqueror. And indeed, he crushed all who opposed him with brutal force. But he was also an admirable administrator. Once the slaughter was over, he divided his empire into provinces known as satrapies, to be governed by trusted men. On the western edge of the empire lay the satrapy of Lydia, which Darius gave to his half-brother, Artaphernes. A remote posting, though not an unpleasant one, Lydia was a wealthy land of fine horses, gold-bearing rivers, and wine to rival any Mediterranean vintage. Along Lydia's western coast was a region called Ionia, and here dwelt Greeks, who many centuries ago had planted colonies along the Ionian shore. These Greeks rarely caused trouble for their Persian masters, and so long as they paid their tribute on time, the Persians were happy to leave their foreign subjects to their own devices. Enter Aristagoras, ruler of the Greek city of Miletus, a man whose ambitions regularly outstripped his capacities. His head filled with imagined glories, Aristagoras went to the court of the satrap Artaphernes and proposed a scheme to his master. If the Persians would provide Aristagoras with a fleet, he would conquer the island of Naxos for the great king. Artaphernes was intrigued. Naxos was a gem that would surely please his half-brother the king. And so Artaphernes summoned all that the expedition might require: shipwrights and steersmen, baggage handlers and quartermasters, cedar wood for triremes and cornel wood for spears, plump goats for eating, and white lambs for sacrifice. A glorious conquest seemed sure to follow.
Glorious days lie ahead, my friend. Soon we shall seize Naxos and bask in the praise of the great king and the riches of conquest.
We're not friends, Aristagoras. Nor do I need my brother's approval. Now, we must make ready for the first convoy to arrive. I suggest we prepare an escort, in case bandits try to seize the wagons.
Bandits? This region is entirely safe.
Bandits are on our tail!
Six-eyed hacker! Protect the convoy!
Charge! Defend what belongs to the great king!
Dartis, I presume my brother sent you here to keep an eye on me.
Just here to dispense some military advice. The great king doesn't fund expeditions like this without oversight, even for family.
10,000 arrows, fletched with the feathers of eagles. Bring them in.
Be vigilant, Artaphernes. Your brother does not approve of waste.
Fodder for the animals. Good. Oh, this is food for the men.
The convoy has arrived. Sturdy oak for the ship's hulls. See it safely to Miletus. Another convoy is on its way. 3,000 Akinaki and spears of Cypriot iron.
The Greeks, for all their faults, have many wise oracles who speak to their gods, one of which is not far from here. I would counsel you to visit. The great king keeps careful tallies of all his possessions. Take care not to waste them.
The ropes have arrived. See that they make it to Miletus.
What delights you bring me, Artaphernes? To have such good friends is a sweet thing indeed. What animals do you think it best to sacrifice before the voyage? I had a fine white heifer that might have been suitable, but we ate that.
Ah, satrap. I was told of your arrival. Hear these words, straight from sunbright Apollo. If you launch your ships against the isle where Father's use was raised, a great city will burn.
Precisely my intention. Perhaps these Greek oracles are worthwhile after all. I shall bring offerings and fresh barley cakes to your temple. Here are 200 oxen in train, fit for the table of a king. Never mind a petty tyrant. "34,000 oars arrive. This expedition had better be worth it, Aristagoras.
Adamtai Bandaka. Ijayami, Luba Manayami.
Oh, we have... honored. The great king honors us with the bounty of his realm.
Accept these offerings, priestess, and bless our cavalry.
Takulavami. Akshnumi. Mayama. Astaba. Raftai Pataman.
The king approved this expedition while drunk, and then again while sober. Though I wonder if he may have been a little hungover the second time.
Yagalam Chatai. Mayama.
What folly has this Greek roped you into, Artaphernes? The great king will be angered by these losses.
You have all you asked for, and more. Now deliver me a victory, Aristagoras.
Set a course for Naxos. The Milesians will storm the city. Persians, you take out their naval base.
men have done their part. You seem to be losing a lot of men, Aristagoras.
Oh, all going well here. By Zeus! His head came clean off! Sound the retreat! A tactical retreat!
Where are you going, Aristagoras? Aristagoras, where are you going?